It's your girl Shay Renee, and today we are here but late to talk about this Married to Medicine season. I forgot what season it is, child, because it was so daggone boring. But we're going to be talking about reunion part 3 of Married to Medicine's latest season. So let's just get into it, shall we?
Yeah, ball in a life, man. Go on with it, go on with it. Do us. So we are coming with a force. Yeah, blessings we are.
Y'all ever want to just say it with your chest without saying it with your words? Well, here's your chance to do it. Click the link below or visit www.shayrenee.net and pick the design that fits what you have to say today.
All right, y'all. So Married to Medicine reunion part 3. Okay. I'm just going to say this to y'all. It was boring. Okay. The season itself was cool, but I have never wanted a reunion season to go so fast in my life, and I'm so sorry for bringing this to y'all so late, but that's how dead it was. I just really was not that interested in the reunion at all. Hold on, pause. Is Nola Reeds in my comments? Hello? What's up, girl? Hey, Shay in chat. What's up, Nola Reeds? Let me tell y'all something. I love me some Nola Reeds, okay? Because she be reading the heck out of these people, especially when I see her on Scotty's chats. I love you, sis. Thank you so much for watching my video. I really appreciate that. But y'all, let's get into this review because we're going to have to go. I'm going to go ahead and put, I'm going to do Love and Marriage Huntsville right after this. And then we're going to go into Sisters. And y'all, we're going to really get into it with the Sisters review because I love me some Sisters. It's been going downhill. But I saw Eva Marcille on there and she was in All of the Queen's Men. So y'all, we really going to have to get into it on that. Okay. But anyway, let's get going. Okay. Did I accidentally delete all my notes? All right, here we go. So the episode starts off. Hold on, I think Nola commented back. Nola Reed says we didn't need it, especially Scott Rapp. Girl, yes. Oh my gosh, like absolutely didn't need that. Now his outfit was cute, but the rap had to go. Nola Reed says, "Oh, thanks. I'm always here. I just be in the bushes. I'm subscribed to you, boo, and I'm subscribed right on back to you because I love you." Okay, but y'all, let's get into this crazy ass episode. So Karen and Eugene talk about the moving jokes and how everybody didn't really think it was funny. Everybody thought it was funny at first, but then it wasn't funny. And then they go into, Curtis kind of chimes in and he's like, well, you kind of came at me, Eugene, when the whole cheating allegations and everything came out and you were making your jokes and I didn't come for you the way that you handled Karen. And I agreed with him. Like I forgot all about Eugene doing that to Curtis. And I'm like, it's a lot of double standards here, but here's the thing. Here's the bottom line. You do move a lot. What do you want us to do about that? Like you and your wife move a lot. And while y'all sitting up here saying that you have all this money and whatnot, one wouldn't think that you do. And that's what I'm saying. Y'all have financial means without being financially savvy. And that's what it looks like. Toya is constantly always trying to be the BBD, the bigger, better deal. She wants to be better than everybody on the cast. And here's my thing. Why? All my friends are successful. Do you think I'm going to sell my 5-bedroom house to go and buy a 10-bedroom house so I could be better than my friends? One of my friends lives in a former basketball player's house. Do you think I'm going to sell my modestly priced home to go be better than her? No, I'm going to go over her fucking house and I'm going to sit in it and I'm going to enjoy her amenities for free. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not trying to be better than my friend. And that's the thing with a lot of these people, okay? You have to be congratulatory to your friends. You need to be there for your friends and you need to do it for real. Okay. A lot of y'all are acting like you happy for your friends and you're really not. And there's a lot of friends that are trash. And Toya is that friend. She's secretly hating on everybody. And Simone is the one that her and Jackie are probably the ones that have the most money. And their homes are probably, I know Simone's is paid for. Heavenly already said hers is paid for. All of them live in nice houses. Do you think I'm going to keep on paying a moving crew to keep on moving my house and my kids around so I can look better than my friends? I know you fucking lying. Moving on, okay? And I'm still laughing at the moving outfit and the costume because it was funny and it was also true. All right? So stop moving and nobody will laugh at you, Eugene. Moving on, okay? So then, they go after they talk about the Curtis and Eugene situation. Even Karen is basically doubling down, like, yeah, it was funny, but you know what? All right, if I hurt your feelings, man, whatever. Okay, nobody cares. So moving on, then they talk about black men getting Botox and whatnot. I don't see why. Don't y'all understand that black don't crack? And then for Karen to say that there's black men, I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. He's saying there's more black men that come to his facility to get Botox than you think, or they're the top. You're in Atlanta, okay? Atlanta is affectionately called Gay TL, okay? And there's no shade behind that at all. That's what they call it. It's Gay TL. So, the gay men, they love to look amazing, okay? So they probably don't even need the Botox, but they're just coming to get the services. And that's just what it is, okay? That's what it is, all right? And that's who's coming to get the Botox of it all. And if that's what they do, if they like it, I love it. You know what I mean? And so does Karen, apparently, because y'all his top client. So let's just break that all the way down and keep it 100, period, okay? You're not getting the Curtises and the Scotts and the Dr. Damons of it all, of the world, that are not gay, coming to do that, period. You can barely get them ninjas to go get a pedicure. I'm just saying. Moving on. So then they also talk about Damon drinking some tea for his penis in the 8th grade, but not getting the pee shot. They talked about the pee shot with Jackie, and they asked Curtis if he's going to get one, and he says he is, but Jackie is in the back saying that was a lie. Okay, I determined that is a lie. Curtis is not getting it. Most men probably don't want to get no shots in they D. That's just period. A lot of them don't want to get no needles in their dicks. A lot of them don't even want to go get prostate exams. That's not gay because they like, I don't want nobody digging in my booty hole. That's just, men are not logical with a lot of things. Okay. So I don't really see a whole lot of men running to get the pee shot, but apparently Dr. Scott offers it, and so does Jackie. So if you want to get a shot in the D so that you can, get it up and like to all day, longer than you can right now, go ahead and do that. Get you a shot. Moving on. So the guys end up joining the ladies out on the main stage. And Curtis talks about playing golf and not having to, basically, Cecil says that Curtis is the one that has the longest string of, favor from his wife. He gets to do whatever he wants. And that's mainly because Jackie was at work most of the time. So Jackie ain't know what the heck Curtis was doing. So she wasn't really checking for him because she's checking for work more than she is her husband. And that's why they argued on many seasons past. And that's the reason why she got cheated on, which I don't agree with that. You are enjoying all these amenities that I'm providing you financially. Why would you be out here dipping your dusty penis in another bra? And that's that on that. But moving on, he has the longest leash of the men. And Curtis didn't deny it. So they talk about that and how he gets to play golf, but the other men have to face the backlash of their wives if they're out too long and don't basically report back to them. All right. Let's get into these comments. Oh my God, I am just really overwhelmed today. All my favorite people are in my chat today. What is going on? Nola Reed says, come on with the word. We got Medusa show off, y'all. Medusa show off. This girl is so funny to me. Like, she is so hilarious. Y'all have got to follow her on Instagram and look at her channel. Her reviews are dope. Her and Nola, y'all are two of my favorites on the up and coming, y'all. We got to work together some kind of way because y'all are hilarious. Medusa show off says it's true. She also says, I feel like Quad lives outside her means too. You know what? I would beg to differ. I think that Quad actually does save her money. I just think that she does too much with it. She won't have it very long if she continues to do the things that she's doing. That's what I think, because she didn't, we're going to get into that. She didn't really tell us how she makes any money outside of the show. And I know she ain't selling poodle dresses and making that much daggone money off of it. And that's just my opinion. Nola Reese says it was hilarious to me. Yeah, that moving costume was definitely one for the books. Medusa Show Off says he's talking about the gays. Absolutely getting those Botox shots. Nola Reese says Curtis is ridiculous. He kept a wife. Absolutely. Medusa Show Off says, hey sis, what's up? What's up? Thank you. Yes, y'all have got to follow both of these amazing ladies. And yes, we definitely need to collaborate because y'all are both super entertaining. But moving on, y'all. So we go into Cecil they talked about him having the longest leash. Then they talk about the relationship lady that came to Blue Ridge and how she was talking about threesomes. Mind you, lady, you got to read the room. Okay. What you're not about to do is come nowhere with me and my friends and encourage my husband to think that I'm about to be putting my face in somebody's pootie-toile. That's not my thing. I don't want to do that. I'm not doing that for him. So, and I definitely don't want two meat sticks in any of my holes. Okay. So you got to read the crowd. Just because that's what you do, that doesn't mean that everybody needs to be doing that. Period. Point blank. Okay. I don't agree with that. But you know what? Jackie brought this lady, Jackie is probably the most non-sexual person there. But then you bring this lady that's overly sexual to this meet around. I don't understand it. But that's what she decided to do with her time. So then Andy asked Scott if he would be into having a threesome because there are so many women that are attracted to Contessa. And they talk about the women and what they say and how the men didn't want to change things. They don't want to invite anybody else into the bedroom. And Scott was pretty adamant that he doesn't want to, because I think for the most part he is the type of person that he want to be able to control what's happening. But if another woman came into the bedroom with them two as a couple, he's probably more worried about the fact that they're going to be more on Contessa than him. They ain't going to be riding him into the sunset. They're going to be eating her until they're not hungry no more. And that's that on that. Okay. Period. Point blank. And Contessa looked like she's excited. I'm like, Contessa, you like, seriously, I really want her to come on out the closet. I really do. It's okay, Contessa. You're in gay TL. It's celebrated there. Just live your best life, girl. Go on ahead. If Scott is okay with it, which he seems like he's not, by the way, do your thing. Do your thing. Sis is horny, and that's that. Okay. She getting DMs, and I wouldn't be surprised if she wasn't answering them. Period. So then they talk about the women and what they said they didn't know wouldn't change about their men after marriage. And asked what did the men think would change after marriage, and men think would change after marriage. And Eugene says he didn't know Toya's mouth wouldn't shut. Well, I can't imagine Toya being any different than she is now before. Because she's still new money ghetto. Like, I can imagine her probably living beyond her means before y'all got married. Like, this is just Toya's thing. I don't think that Toya is doing anything other than what she normally does. And that's that on that. But moving on. So then they go into discussing how Toya is always disrespecting Eugene. And then Quad speaks up and says, Eugene says what Quad says is worse than anything Toya has ever said, referencing Quad calling Eugene Eugenia. Okay. Let me say this. Eugene is always getting in the middle of the women's stuff. He does. No lies were told there. You always got your mouth in it when they did the whole I guess how black you are thing, him calling them niggas and all this, that, and the third. Like, he always has something to say. Eugene strikes me as that person that just wants to be that guy. Like, he thinks that he the shit, and he's really not. Eugene, you're not even attractive, honestly, and you could stand to lose about 50, 60 pounds. I'm just saying, you and Toya, y'all can both go to the gym together. That could be a way for y'all to connect, if you ask me. Like, I don't agree with any of the stuff that Eugene says. And I think that, honestly, they talked about on Dr. Heavenly's, and she did a broadcast with somebody. I can't remember who it was. But they talked about how Eugene used to always throw in Toya's face that he makes more money than her, and when she was a teacher, and that he should always listen to her or whatever. And so she should do whatever he wants. So he just wants to feel like the big guy in the situation all the time. And I'm just like, why would you ever demean your wife like that? She's a teacher, which is, by the way, we can argue about it. It's probably one of the hardest jobs in the world. You are trying to help. You're basically a third unpaid parent or for people's kids at this point, because they're in the school with you just about as much time as they are with their parents. And they don't get paid nearly enough to teach these kids the way that they do. So for her to be a teacher and give of herself and give of her time like that, and to come home to her husband that is a doctor, putting her down financially like that, that would piss me off too. So that's why Toya constantly throws it. I don't think she throws it in his face, which I don't think two wrongs make a right, but Toya brings up the fact that she makes more money than Eugene. And I think that bothers him. And I think that's also why he tries to work so much at the hospital, so that he can chase making more money than her. And my thing is, why don't y'all enjoy the fruits of y'all labor instead of trying to one up each other and put each other closer in the grave from working too daggone much? And number one, not spending time, as much time as you can, with your children, because these are precious times in their lives where they are growing up. These are two young men that are growing up, and you're missing time with your kids because you're trying to one up your wife. Why? If this is true, allegedly, what they talked about on Heavenly's channel, I just think it's silly. But moving on, what y'all saying over here? Nola Reed says Medusa Show Off just subscribed. Yes, y'all go and subscribe to Nola Reed's and Medusa Show Off's pages right now. If you're watching the replay, which more people will probably come back and watch the replay, please go and subscribe to my two sister girls here. They are absolutely entertaining and amazing. Medusa Show Off says, I actually appreciated that lady. More women would be like her if they could. You know what? You're right. They would. I think more women would be more sexually fluid. I think that it's more frowned upon for us because we're women and we're supposed to be so sacred, and men can do whatever they want. It's the double standard of life. So you know what? In that regard, I agree. Nola Reed says she'll be much happier, child, because these men, you dealing with one child. Let me be quiet, because I'm about to be married for 10 years next year. So Lord knows I know about the headaches of a man, child. But I love him. I'm going to stick beside him. Medusa Show Off says, I don't feel bad for Eugene, though. If he wanted a classy woman, he should have married one. And should have. Okay, because that's why his mama don't even like her. Period. Okay, let's talk about that at another time. But his mama don't even like Toya. Medusa Show Off says, Nola Reed, thank you, sissy. So y'all, Medusa Show Off says, Eugene is cute to me. He is, girl. Oh. He all right. I ain't gonna say the man is ugly, but he all right. I give you that. B List. What's up, B List? Toya, a teacher. She said childs instead of children. Maybe she wasn't teaching grammar. I'm a try to help. Wait, Eugene's mama don't like Toya? I didn't know that. Girl, no, she don't like her. Girl. She don't like Toya ass. If you watch last season, when his mom was on the show, she went and sat with the men because she don't really fool with them like that. Hold on, y'all. Y'all, my sister coming in here, so she don't want to be on camera. My hair is so big, you won't be seen. Come on in. Y'all be doing my videos and my family be like, I just don't want to be on camera. Please no. Hold on, y'all. Let me take. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. My sister came in. I had to chop it up with her real quick. Okay, so let's get back into it. Is Miss B in the chat? Look, I'm all over the place in this video today, y'all. What's up, Miss B? Hey, girl. What's up? I just subscribed. I can't wait to watch. Yes, y'all gotta all support each other. That's what we do over here on this channel. We got to support everybody because that's what we do. All right, y'all. So Eugene says he didn't. So they talk about that. We jumping around here because, like I told y'all at the beginning of this reunion was so boring. So Eugene asked Quad, "What does she have against them?" And she says she has nothing against them, and to quit talking about her if he doesn't want her talking about them. Then Eugene tells Toya, "Just leave miserable alone because Quad has no man and she is just mad." First of all, let me say this, and I just told y'all I've been married for almost 10 years. Just because you don't have a man doesn't mean that your life is over. I'm so sick and tired of people saying, "Oh, she ain't got no man," so this, that, and the third. Y'all niggas is raggedy. Okay? I'm gonna need y'all to act right for somebody to want y'all. Let's make that very clear. Okay? So you on here acting like a Eugene. So why would I want a man if they're gonna be acting like you? And that don't mean I want a woman either, because they just as emotional too. Sometimes you can do bad all by your daggone self. Wait for the right one to come along. And that's probably what Quad is doing. And Quad is this cat need to wait for somebody that's going to deal with her BS, because Quad is full of crap. I'm going to tell you that right now. And her Quad Luther the King voice, if she using that on dates, I would leave. I would get a random call from a friend and I would be leaving, because I don't want to be around a bitch just preaching to me all day. Nobody want to be with Quad Luther the King right now. And look at how she treated her ex-husband. He seems to be happy in the relationship that he's in now, or maybe he learned from that relationship. Who knows? But Quad has to be the center of attention in every situation of what she's doing. It's exhibit A from how she treated everybody on the cast this season. I think Quad knows that the chopping block is calling her. So she tried to drum up whatever drama she could drum up with whoever she could drum it up with. And Toya, I'm going to tell you, Toya is good for the show. Her and Heavenly are the ones that keep this show going, whether people like it or not. They really are. And Quad knows that. So that's why she tries to be friends. I don't think Quad really likes Heavenly. Let's just make that very clear. They go back and forth with each other. Heavenly is the only one that gives it back to her the way that Quad deserves it, and I like it. But Quad is only friends with Heavenly so she can be on this show. And I truly believe that. And I also think that Quad goes after Toya because that's the only way for her to remain entertaining. And you're going to have to find another angle. You're going to have to open people up to your life. And one thing that I noticed, I didn't like, they were missing the part on the show where Eugene was like, just make sure, she was like, you need to be over there wearing a dress. And Eugene says, that's okay, just make sure it's expensive. And I'm like, for y'all to be always in money issues and got these tax liens and all this stuff, that's your problem. Everything you wear is expensive. Maybe you need to dial it back a little bit. But I didn't understand that whole situation. Why did they cut that out? Like, it was so many things that they cut out this reunion. And what happened with Heavenly and Contessa where they was running around chasing each other in the beginning? What happened to that? Like, y'all cut off a lot of stuff that y'all used in the previews to make us watch this dry ass reunion that I wanted to really see play out, but it really didn't. Like, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, the Quad, Eugene, and Toya situation, I feel like Quad actually admitted that she purposely went after Toya this season. For what reason, I don't know. I mean, well, we know why. It's because she wanted to create some drama. But she, she apologized and all that. But all you're going to do is do the same shit next season because you ain't got nothing else to talk about. And that's it, and that's all. Moving on. They turn to Damon and ask him about the dinner where he made the comment that he thinks is BS what's going on between Heavenly and Contessa. Contessa goes off saying Damon should have gotten them together for dinner to go over their issues. And he could have called her, and Damon says he was going through personal things, but he also could not call her. That wouldn't be appropriate. Let me stop you right here, Contessa, because what somebody else's husband is not going to do is call you. You knew you were playing games when you said that. There is no reason. No, you didn't expect Damon to call you. Did Damon ever call you? It's the delusions for me. It's very much so the delusions of grandeur for me. You did not think that Damon was going to ever call you to get the situation together with you and Heavenly. And I want Contessa, I'm going to just sum this all up because this whole segment right here was stupid to me. We just got to chop it all up to this was Contessa's storyline. You sacrificed your friendship with Heavenly because you needed a storyline. You're boring. Nobody cared about this fitness competition that you did. They didn't even really show very much of it. So Bravo was bored by it too. You look good. You look good. You look good, girl. But ain't nobody worrying about you in a fitness competition. You sabotaged your friendship with Heavenly on purpose so that you could have something to talk about on the show. And that's it. Period. So this whole back and forth with Damon, where Contessa was being, if mind you, Damon is probably the most mild man on this show. He's never disrespectful to anybody. Period. I've never seen Damon be disrespectful. Only time I seen him really get angry was when he shoved Heavenly in that car and told her she should have been quiet at that dinner. But basically, all he was trying to communicate to them was that this whole situation with them is just silly, and he didn't really see where it made any sense for them to be going back and forth and arguing because they were such good friends. And I agreed with him. But Contessa wanted to be her nasty little dry golden beret having ass self. What was this door knocker that she was wearing, by the way? I just wanted to put my hand through it and knock on her shoulder. That's what I wanted to do. It looked dumb. I could not stand her whole I dream of Jeannie outfit that she had on, and her hair was terrible. It was not given. The outfit was not giving any nothing that it needed to give. None of them were cohesive for this reunion. I was very disappointed in the outfits. The entire reunion. Period. Okay? But moving on. Then they get into talking about Heavenly's channel yet again. I feel like all of this stuff, they're like being repetitive, talking about the same things over and over and over again. All of this could have really been summed up in 2 parts, or maybe even 1, to be serious. Like, this reunion was way longer than it needed to be. But in the grand scheme of things, after all of that conversation with Damon, he says he isn't ever going to be the loudest in the room, and nobody ever listens to each other. That's really the problem with the group. And Contessa says, what does that have to do with anything? Contessa, it don't have shit to do with anything. What the fuck is you always talking shit have to do with anything? Why are you always trying to act like you on military lines again and yelling and screaming at somebody? You yelling and screaming for no reason. Are you trying to top Simone on who can be the loudest? Because you're being loud and dumb. Don't be loud and proud and have nothing to give, because that's exactly what you're doing. You have nothing to give right now. You have really no reason. You really being mean for no reason to this man. And he's really killing you with kindness. And I love the fact that he did that, because he wasn't buying into her bullshit games. So moving on, Heavenly begins to speak about Contessa telling Quad she ambushed Heavenly like that because of her YouTube channel. And Heavenly also says Contessa told Quad everything that Contessa was basically saying about Heavenly to Quad. And, you know, Quad, I said about her, and it was taken out of context. She was saying that Quad was telling Contessa. No, Contessa was telling Quad things that she said, but she told them out of context. Basically, she put a little sauce on it, and she wasn't really saying it the way that Contessa was communicating it to Quad. So Quad came back and told her friend, I use loosely, Heavenly, what was said. So Contessa told Quad Heavenly initiated the rumor about Quad sleeping with the contractor, and Heavenly said that's a lie. First of all, I don't think that Heavenly initiated that rumor. They even said that Quad was the one that told Heavenly that people were saying that she was sleeping with her contractor. So Quad, if that's the case, Quad initiated her own rumor. And if you and Heavenly are supposed to be cool, here's my thing also. I never understood when you fall out with somebody, you going and telling all their damn business. I don't need to do that. If you and I fell out, that's it. Your secrets still stay with me. I don't need to go tell your business for what? What satisfaction am I getting out of that? Because now that makes me look like a fool. And what does that say to the person that you're telling this stuff to? Because anybody that comes to me and tells me about somebody else's business that they not fooling with no more, I immediately stop them. I'd be like, hold on. I know y'all not cool no more, but why you doing this now? Would you have told her business if y'all were still friends? Because in my mind, that's letting me know, well, I better not tell this bitch nothing, because if I pinch her a little too hard or say her outfit don't look cute today, we might fall the fuck out and she be done told all my damn business to every John Brown and Harry that'll listen. I don't fool with folks like that. I don't, because that's fake. And I don't do fake shit. I don't care if you family, friends, whoever. If I sniff fakeness from you, you will not be in my space, because I don't got time for the drama, period. Okay. And I feel like that's what Contessa is giving. And going back and forth telling people's business, like, I don't agree with that. So moving on, Scott chimes in. And he says he was hurt by Heavenly saying he was abusive because were all good friends. And Heavenly actually apologizes and says they're both Scorpios and they don't beat around the bush. And she only said that because she was asked on her channel, but she did apologize. Now, I agree with that. I think that, here's my thing. All of that stuff played out on the episode, so let the viewers get their own opinion of what they think Scott is. Don't involve yourself. Especially, you have to have some sort of boundaries with some of the stuff that you're doing on YouTube, because it can really hurt people's feelings, especially if you're on the show with them. Medusa Shaw says, yep, Qua has to be the center. That's why her and Mariah fell out. Yep. I think Mariah likes to be the center of attention as well, but she was the executive producer of the show, so rightfully so. Miss B says, Tanya and Eugene is just confusing to me. Maybe, who is Tanya, Miss B? Quad Luther King. Quad Luther, I'm hollering. I'd watch Heavenly if she had a show about her dentist practice, because I know it would be funny. She don't need none of them. She really doesn't. She really doesn't, because Toya, you're saying Toya and Eugene is just confusing to me. Quad Luther, I'm hollering. Yes, Toya and Eugene are just all over the place. They don't know what they want to do. And Quad Luther the King is damn sure too much. And Heavenly definitely could have a show on her own, because I think Heavenly is hilarious. I do. And one thing I will say, I think that some people take it or leave it. Heavenly is absolutely authentic. Heavenly is authentic, and I think that Heavenly is a good friend. I think that once she supports you, she's going to do whatever she can to have your back regardless. Like, I think that, and I honestly think that if Contessa had come to Heavenly and said, girl, I need a storyline this season, so I'm going to have to fight with you, she would have been like, I got your back, girl. What you want to do? What is it over? And we'll just make up at the end, and we'll make sure that we should secure your spot. She even said that on her show, on her YouTube channel. She said if it was just like that, she should have just told me and I would have helped her out. And I agree. I believe that Heavenly would have done that, honestly. Medusa Shaw says, yeah, bravo, stay sabotaging Married to Medicine. Honestly, this show does not get the flowers that it needs. It really is a good show. The reunion was trash, but the season itself was good. I really do think that the season was good. Nola Reed says, Contessa full of it. She is saving face with Scott. That's it. That's all. She was on Heavenly show after the comments were made. You're right. She definitely was. She was right up on there with her face perched in glory, right on StreamYard with Heavenly. Okay. She full of crap. Miss B says, in my Heavenly voice, Contessa had never been interesting, her or her Angry Bird husband. Right. And y'all, it's interesting. That is hilarious, Miss B. Y'all know where Contessa came from? Contessa apparently used to own a ice cream shop when she first started the show. So that's why Heavenly was calling her Contessa. She said that on her channel, which, by the way, y'all, I love Heavenly's channel. I hope she never stops doing it, because she revealed that she doesn't watch the show. She just gives the behind the scenes, because she's, been there in the scene, so she don't want to recap it from what they're putting on the TV. I think she should watch it, because sometimes she's missing things, because in scenes that she's not in, we're not getting detailed information, but she gives behind the scenes tea from stuff that doesn't make the cutting room floor. Simply Steph says, "What's up, Simply Steph?" Contessa, Contessa, y'all are funny. Was trying to have a moment, and Dr. Damon was not going to give it to her. She damn sure wasn't, and nobody understood it. It was just like, girl, you over here being mad for no reason. Like, you look dumb. You and your door knocker hair look dumb as hell. Knock on the door and walk out of it. Okay, at this point, because we don't give a damn. B List says Dr. Damon is the voice of reason and stability. Yes, he sure is. I agree. Like, he always is a calming, it's like he's the calming voice that puts you to sleep at night and make you think the right thoughts before you go. Like, I think he's just really, I think he's the calm to heavenly storm, and I think they are a perfect match. Simply Steph says that was a picture frame in her head. Child, not a picture frame. Y'all are hilarious. That is damn funny. A picture frame in her head. I'm going to start saying that. Medusa Shaw says Heavenly initiated the rumor on the show, though. She did, because she shouldn't have never brought it up. You're right. She shouldn't have never brought it up when she was talking to Anila. That was when she said it and was whispering, and the cameras picked it up. But she said that the cameras picked it up in a shady way, and cut and slice and dice some things. I don't know. Ms. B says, I couldn't be friends with Quad. She would make me snatch her wig off. Child. Yes, because she would be getting one, she would be trying to get one too many smart little quips out, and I would have to smack the shit out of her, because I'd be like, girl, you trying to be funny and you yelling and screaming at the wrong person. Because for me, I don't do all that talking with nobody. Are we gonna fight or no? You don't want to fight? You want to talk? Okay, I gotta go, girl, because I got things to do. And if I can't take my frustration out on you the way I want to, I gotta go. I can't. I'm not arguing with no bitch. I'm not doing that. Nobody. I'm not arguing with you. Please believe it. Nola Reese says, I'm not understanding, because they all get on social media and talk about each other, and some get on Heavenly Channel and drag the others. So are they mad because she monetized her thoughts? Girl, and you put the nail right on the head. Absolutely. I feel like they hating because she's making money off of it, and they're not. And quiet as it's kept, they can go ahead and make their own damn channel too. If you got something to say, hell, Karen Huger made a channel on Potomac. I guess she like Candy and Heavenly ain't gonna make all the damn money. I'm gonna get me a damn channel too. And Karen be on there cussing and carrying on and everything else. And I think at least one person on every show should have a YouTube channel, so that we as the viewers, especially bloggers, can get the behind the scenes tea of what's going on, and we don't have to wait for Bravo to put it on that after show. Simply Steph says, I enjoyed the banter between Quad and Eugene. Dr. Heavenly said it was more to the scene, but Bravo cut it out. Please watch the live with Dr. Yeah, that's the live that I did watch. I don't know when you came in, Steph, but I was talking about that. There was even more stuff in the previews that they didn't show. Like the you wearing a dress and all this stuff comment. Like, they left out so much. It's crazy, and they should have actually played it, because I think that would have been entertaining. All right, y'all, so moving on. Heavenly talks about the dinner at Simone's house and how they feel like they shouldn't have been in the same room with Contessa that soon. And Simone says Vegas went well, so she thought they were ready. Let me stop you right here, Simone, because you're telling a lie. You and your front door teeth are lying. You're lying, okay? You know good and damn well they wasn't in no good place. Them two was about to go to freaking blows in Vegas. So why the hell did you think that they were okay to be at a dinner together? Girl, stop. You wanted the drama. That's what you wanted. So that's why you sat up there and had them come to a dinner at your house, because you wanted to be in the midst of the drama. Let's not lie. So Heavenly says, well, no, I don't think so. We weren't ready to be in the same room together. And Simone says she thinks they're having normal marital. No, they discuss Damon and Heavenly relationship, and they are having problems because Damon, there was a segment where why did Heavenly have some crazy back and forth? This isn't the scene yet. I was going to talk about the scene where Quad was asking Damon questions, but that doesn't come up yet. So anyway, Simone, they were talking about Quad and Heavenly and Damon's relationship, and if they have issues because of Damon and their exchange outside, and how Damon was like, when I tell you, you need to be quiet, like you need to listen or whatever. And so people want to trump it up and make it seem like, oh, they having all these problems now. They're just a normal, regular couple. Like sometimes my husband will be like doing too much, and I'd be like, you need to shut up. Like, this is too much. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna head on out. And when you get your life together, then we can have a conversation, okay? Because he's a Leo, so he got to, he got to be right, and he got to be loud about it and all that. I'm a Cancer, so I'm just like, listen, I don't, your energy, don't like it. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and do something else until you get your life together. And Heavenly is a Leo too, so she's very outspoken. I don't know what Damon's sign is. It has to be something calming. Eucalyptus. That might be his sign, because Damon don't be wanting none of the drama. He really don't. And so now people want to make it seem like, oh, they are having problems, and Simone basically chops it up to they're a normal married couple. Like, they have the same marital issues that I'm sure anybody else has. I don't think it's anything that's that deep or serious. So moving on, Quad and Heavenly have some, Damon, well, before that, Damon secures. He says they are not having issues. They just go through the same things normal couples go through, and they talk things out, and they're good friends, basically, him and Heavenly. So in one of the final parts of the episode, Quad and Heavenly have some crazy back and forth exchange where Heavenly tells Quad not to talk to Damon and, talk to her. And then she asked a question. Basically, Quad was like, how do you really even know what Heavenly does up there in her closet? She be up there talking trash about us, and how do you feel about it or whatever? So she basically wanted to get his opinion on what she does. And Heavenly was telling Damon, don't you answer that, be quiet, don't talk to my man, talk to me. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, are we really doing all of this? Okay. So then Andy was like, well, I kind of actually want him to answer the question. Like, what does he think? And so Damon, being a man, though, he's very silent and solemn in his ways that he handles things. But he said, listen, I respect my wife, but I'm also a man, and I, have opinions, and I can say what I want to say. He basically said, you know what? It's a double-edged sword. Y'all do the same stuff. That's basically what he strummed it up to. He responds by saying everyone has homework to do, and he stands by Heavenly, and he isn't going anywhere, and neither is she. So he answers the question without really answering the question. He's basically telling y'all hoes, y'all do the same shit she doing. You do it on TV. She just do it in 2 ways versus 1. And that's it. Like, why am I going to be chastising my wife because she up here bickering on a camera by herself versus on a camera with all of y'all, stressing herself out even more? She's just expressing herself. And I don't see nothing wrong with Heavenly's channel. I hope she don't stop doing her channel, because I think she was talking about when she did the interview with Carlos King, she was like, that's going to be her last episode talking about the ladies or whatever. And I'm like, I hope not. Linda Gamble says, hello, Shay Renee. What's up, Linda? Simply Steph says, Eugene is mad at Dr. Karen because Toya wants to swap husbands. Child, if she don't want to swap husbands, she definitely want to swap penises. And that's that on that. Nola Reese says Simone is an agent of chaos. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Y'all, I wish I could say it in Nola's voice because I love her New Orleans accent. Like, she is so bomb. Y'all gotta listen to her talk. But yeah, I think that Simone she definitely loves the chaos because Simone yells and screams when it's not needed. She does the absolute most. I don't understand her behavior. I just really don't get it. It's tragic to me. Simply Steph says Simone don't like Toya or Contessa. She just need to be on the side to keep the mess up. And you are 1,000% right. She called Toya broke. She says that did she say anything about Contessa? I don't think she likes Contessa either. I think she thinks that Contessa is a liar, honestly. I really truly believe that. And I think that she thinks Toya lives beyond her means and she's not financially responsible. And Simone, being the person that she is, she ain't trying to be around no bitches like that. Her and Jackie are tough tight. And so they have made themselves the matriarchs of the show where they got to split the teams up. And to keep their spot, they got to be the leaders of both opposing sides. And that's just what it is. This just TV. Like my father-in-law says, it's just TV, Shay. It's just TV. And that's what they doing, okay? Miss B always got my back. Please don't forget to like this video, guys. Please, please, please like the video because Miss B and me said so. All right. Simply Steph says Dr. Heavenly didn't want Quad to get in trouble. Dr. Damon is the only person that can get her off YouTube. Yes, she did say that. Thank you for bringing it up, Steph. She said that in her video with Carlos King. She said that, you know what? I didn't want to say it on the show. And I don't know if she said it on there, but I think she said it, but they didn't play it. She was saying that she didn't want Quad to ask Dr. Damon that question because if Damon had said that he wants her to stop her channel, he would. And she knows that Quad, she told Quad, you know that. You know I have that much respect for my husband that if he doesn't want me to do the show, I wouldn't do it. And I get it, but I think that's why she kept trying to cut her off and she didn't want him to answer the question because if he said that, then that would have been a wrap for her. And Heavenly finds her channel to be therapeutic. She actually feels like it helps her in a way to get through the scenes and get through the show because she can let it all out and get other people's opinions. And, it's entertaining for her. It's helpful for her to do. Simply Steph says raggedy broke ass. Then Toya wanted to fight her. Yeah, Simone did call her a raggedy broke ass. I'm like, but now y'all the best of friends, and she gotta go ahead and confide in you and everything that she do now. Y'all are all full. They all full of crap. So in the last but final portion of the episode, they talk about Married to Medicine After Dark. They do Married to Medicine After Dark. Then give their closing statements. Anila says she wants to move on with Toya and move forward. Toya says it's hard for her to trust the ladies. Whatever, Toya. Like, you talk about the ladies too. So I don't get it. She has this wall up with everybody, which I kind of get it because they do be talking shit about her behind her back and smiling in her face. But it's like, y'all act like she's not going to see it when the show plays back. I don't get it. But Toya, you do stupid shit. So, I mean, whatever. Y'all like it, I love it. So to close out, they had some naked men bring out drinks, and the guys are like, Eugene is yelling Toya's name, and Dr. Scott is telling Contessa, she better not be all over the men's and things. And that was the end of the Married to Medicine saga for season 9. Okay. Overall, good season. Trash reunions, too long, in my opinion. I feel like it could have been, like I said, 1 or 2 episodes. I feel like they were missing the things that were actually entertaining, like talking about Contessa getting ready to fight Heavenly in the trailers outside. Like, I would have loved to hear about that. I would have loved to see more of the exchange with Quad and Eugene. Like, I think we left out a whole bunch of stuff. Like, it's crazy to me. Simply Beautiful says, bring back Mariah. Honestly, I think that would be a good idea because she not coming off her chariot to throw tomatoes at you bitches. Okay. Like, I would love to see Mariah come back on. And I know that would definitely ruffle Quad's feathers quite a bit. Great review. Thank you so much, B-List. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. But y'all, that's it. I ain't got no more. I'm going to come back on and do my Love and Marriage Huntsville review right after this. So give me about 5 minutes to give me a little drink, because my throat be drying up and things when I'm talking so daggone much. But I will holler at y'all, and I will see you in the next video. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with anybody else that watched Married to Medicine's reunions. And I'll see you soon. Peace out.